A Florida man did not hold back when writing an obituary for his father, who was a retired New York police officer. So in the obituary, the son describes his father as an abusive alcoholic who fathered several children, some who he acknowledged and others he did not. He said he left behind a path of destruction that damaged his adult children, leaving them broken. He also goes on to say that his father's hobbies included, quote, abusing his first wife and children, being a barfly, and a ladies' man. Here's what the son said about why he wrote that.
Writing his obituary was a way for me to really cleanse myself and let that part of my life go.
So the Florida paper who published the obituary is now apologizing, saying, quote, we regrettably published an obituary that did not adhere to our guidelines. DBL Nation, always want to know what you have to think about this. So do you think that the newspaper should have published that negative obituary? Yes or no? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. What do you think, Al?
I know Lindsay worked in news, so what would you, I don't know how obituary.
Well, I'll set up the context. In order to publish an obituary in a newspaper, you literally have to go to the paper and say, this person in my family died. I would like to write this. And they usually accept them on a daily basis so that the people in your town and surrounding area could know who passed away. It's not like they go around the community like, oh my gosh, does anybody have anything to say about Barbara, you know? Right. So that's the thing. It's like, why do you need this public stage? Like, why not just tell your family how you felt about it? I think more importantly, why not try to sit down with your father before he passes away, even if that relationship was very strained? Just try to sit down and talk to him so you could find one piece of common ground, like the fact that he was part of your birth. You know what I mean? Just figure out how you guys can sort through it.
Would you guys say it was worth it because he said it was cleansed?
No, because here's why. I'm cheap, and you got to pay by the word. And there was a lot of words in there. Yeah, so that was expensive. Listen, what happened to respect? Respect the dead, respect for yourself, respect for your family. Despite all the imperfections, go talk to a therapist. You got to put this in the newspaper. For me, it's disrespectful. Especially now, not only are we charging people with what they've done in their past, it sounds like it wasn't great. In our life, you're going to take this into the afterlife with you. That's how far we're going.
I'm going to play the other side here, Sammy. What would you say to somebody that says, this person had their way with everything that they wanted. They treated people terribly their whole life, and I still have to give them a pat on the back on the way out the door? Like, when can I be honest about how this person lived their life and how they made me feel? Would that be fair to say?
Listen, I have a lot of empathy for the son. I don't think that you should posthumously post it for the whole world to see, but I do think that clearly he's harboring so much pain, so much hurt. I can't imagine. I'm lucky enough to have grown up with a really great father. All of us have. Right. So I can't imagine being abandoned by my father, or if everything he's saying is true, that would ruin me because my dad is my everything to me. So I do understand where his hurt and pain is coming from, and he has every right to speak it. Speak it from your Facebook account. Yeah. I don't care. But I think an obituary needs to have a firm line in the sand that this is our guidelines, because then you never really know. Because somebody that's buried 6 feet under can't defend themselves. So who's telling the truth in future situations?
Right. What if he had a niece that had a great relationship with him, but now this is how the man's going to be remembered? I don't know.
There's always two sides to every story, and then there's the truth. I'm not saying that's the case here, but let's see what our viewers say.
Wow.
79% of you say, should a newspaper run negative obituaries? 80%. Okay.
Hey, now it kind of makes sense why all the hate comments coming in. I get it now.